Small habits, those tiny, almost invisible actions we repeat day after day, have the power to transform our lives in ways we can scarcely imagine. At first glance, they seem trivial, insignificant, but over time, these small choices accumulate, compounding into extraordinary results. This is the story of how the smallest changes led to the biggest breakthroughs, and how, regardless of where you start, you can achieve more than you ever thought possible by harnessing the incredible power of consistency. Imagine a young woman named Maya. She was an average person by most standards, neither exceptionally talented nor particularly lucky. She lived in a bustling city, working a job that paid the bills but didn't spark her passion. Every morning, she woke up tired. Her dreams felt distant, almost unreachable, buried under the weight of daily responsibilities and routines. She watched others succeed and wondered what secret they possessed. Was it intelligence, resources, opportunity? One evening, after another long day at work, Maya stumbled across an article about habits. The message was simple. Big changes don't require grand gestures. Instead, tiny actions, repeated consistently, could alter the trajectory of a life. Skeptical but intrigued, Maya decided to test the theory. She picked one small habit. Every morning, before doing anything else, she would drink a glass of water. It was a modest beginning, but it was hers. The first morning, she set out a glass beside her bed. As soon as her alarm rang, she reached for it and took a sip. The water was cool and refreshing, a gentle signal that she was starting her day with intention. It felt good, so simple, yet empowering. The next day, she repeated the ritual, and the day after that. Within a week, it became automatic, a part of her morning rhythm. Encouraged by her consistency, Maya added another habit. She would write down one thing she was grateful for each day. Again, it took less than a minute, but it shifted her perspective. As the days passed, she noticed her outlook brightening. She became more aware of the small joys in her life, a smile from a stranger, the warmth of sunlight on her face, the comfort of her favorite tea. These moments had always existed, but now she saw them clearly. Each small habit acted as a building block, creating a foundation for bigger changes. With newfound confidence, Maya decided to dedicate 10 minutes every morning to reading. She chose uplifting books, stories of people who had overcome adversity, articles about personal growth. The more she read, the more her mind expanded. Ideas began to bloom. She started to believe that she too could shape her future. As weeks turned into months, Maya's collection of small habits grew. She replaced her afternoon coffee with a brisk walk around the block. She set her phone aside an hour before bed, opting instead for a calming routine of stretching and reflection. None of these habits required monumental effort. They were simple, almost effortless, but the ripple effect was undeniable. With improved energy and focus, Maya began to excel at work. She volunteered for new projects, bringing creativity and diligence to every task. Her managers took notice, offering her opportunities to lead and grow. Outside the office, her relationships flourished. She listened more attentively, laughed more freely, and approached challenges with resilience. One day, while journaling, Maya reflected on her journey. She realized that the secret to her transformation wasn't luck or talent. It was the accumulation of tiny, consistent actions. The glass of water, the gratitude list, the daily reading. All of these habits, so small in isolation, had compounded into something extraordinary. But Maya's story is not unique. History is filled with examples of individuals who achieved remarkable things by embracing small, consistent changes. Consider the story of James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, who recovered from a devastating injury by focusing on tiny improvements, or Olympic swimmers who shave fractions of a second off their times by perfecting the smallest details of their technique, or writers who fill blank pages with best-selling novels, one sentence at a time. The power of small habits lies in their ability to bypass resistance. Grand resolutions can be daunting, overwhelming us with the pressure of perfection. But a small habit is manageable, almost too easy to skip. It doesn't require motivation or willpower, just a commitment to show up day after day. And as each habit becomes automatic, it frees up mental energy for new growth. The science backs this up. Research in psychology shows that habits are formed through repetition and reward. Each time you repeat an action, your brain strengthens the neural pathway associated with it. Over time, the action becomes automatic, a habit, and as habits accumulate, they shape your identity. You start to see yourself as the kind of person who prioritizes health, values learning, or pursues excellence. But the journey is not always linear. There are setbacks, missed days, moments of doubt. Maya too faced obstacles. There were mornings when she overslept, evenings when she skipped her walk, days when gratitude felt out of reach. But she learned that perfection was not the goal, consistency was. When she faltered, she forgave herself and began again. Each restart was a victory, a testament to her resilience. Over time, Maya's small habits led to big results. She was promoted at work, started a side project she was passionate about, and built deeper connections with those around her. Most importantly, she discovered a profound sense of self-worth. She realized that greatness is not reserved for the select few. It is built brick by brick through daily choices. The story of small habits is a story of hope. It is a reminder that you do not need to overhaul your life overnight. You do not need to wait for the perfect moment or the right circumstances. You can begin today with one tiny action. Drink a glass of water. Take a 5-minute walk. Write a single sentence. Express gratitude. The habit itself may seem insignificant, but its impact will echo far beyond the present moment. As Maya's story illustrates, the most profound changes are often invisible at first. Like seeds planted beneath the soil, habits take time to grow. Days pass with little visible progress, tempting us to give up. But if we persist, the roots take hold, and one day a shoot breaks through the surface. What was once hidden becomes impossible to ignore. A life transformed by the quiet power of consistency. So, what small habit will you begin today? Perhaps you'll start by making your bed each morning, setting the tone for a productive day. Or you'll commit to reading a page of a book before bed, expanding your knowledge bit by bit. Maybe you'll set aside 5 minutes to meditate, cultivating calm and clarity. The habit itself matters less than the act of starting. Remember, success is not a destination. It is a journey of countless small steps. Each habit you build is a vote for the person you want to become. Over time, these votes accumulate, tipping the scales in your favor. You may not notice the change in a week or even a month, but persist and you will look back in awe at how far you've come. Along the way, celebrate your progress. Each time you complete your habit, no matter how small, acknowledge your effort. Progress is not about perfection, it's about showing up again and again. When you stumble, be kind to yourself. Learn from your mistakes and recommit to your path. The journey is not about never falling. It's about rising each time you do. As you build your habits, you'll inspire those around you. Your consistency will serve as a beacon, showing others what is possible. Friends, family, and colleagues will notice the changes, both subtle and profound. They may ask about your secret, and you'll share the truth. It's not magic, not luck, not talent. It's the cumulative effect of small daily actions. Over time, your small habits will unlock big results. You'll find yourself achieving goals that once felt impossible, breaking through barriers that once held you back. Your health will improve, your mind will sharpen, your confidence will soar. Most importantly, you'll discover the joy of living with intention, of knowing that every day you are moving closer to your dreams. So take a moment to reflect on Maya's journey. She started with a single glass of water, a tiny act of self-care. That small habit became the catalyst for a cascade of positive changes. You too can start small. Choose one habit, something so easy you can't fail. Commit to it for a week, then 2, then a month. Watch as it becomes automatic, a part of who you are. Then add another, and another. Over time, you'll build a life you love, one small habit at a time. In the end, it's not the grand gestures that define us. It's the sum of our daily choices. The power to change your life is in your hands, right now, in this moment. Start small, stay consistent, believe in the process. The results will speak for themselves. As you move forward, remember that every great achievement began with a single step. The tallest mountain is climbed one stride at a time. The longest journey is completed 1 mile at a time. And the greatest lives are built one habit at a time. Trust in the power of small actions and dare to dream big. Your future is shaped by what you do today, so make today count. Let Maya's story be a reminder that you don't need to wait for permission or the perfect plan. You have everything you need to begin. Take that first step, no matter how small. The journey of 1,000 miles truly does begin with a single step. And if you keep stepping, keep building, keep believing, you'll discover that small habits, repeated with intention, can indeed lead to big, extraordinary results.